friends, how's it going? I'm out here sunbaking because I recently read a 2015 or 17 journal article. I've read so many journal articles that I can't remember the dates, but it showed that increasing vitamin D hormone levels in the blood increased anti-Müllerian hormone levels. So anyway, I am 47 at the end of this month, and I am water fasting to increase my ability to fall pregnant and have a child at my age, naturally. And in the following videos, I will share with you everything that I've learned, like how vitamin D levels can increase anti-Müllerian hormone levels, and just how I came to realize that a water fast could help me, you know, produce better quality eggs and be able to conceive and have a healthy child at my age, and all that stuff I'll be sharing with you guys in future videos. Because my best friend is, I have a first class honours in engineering and a master's in structural engineering, and my best friend is a research scientist, and he travels around the world, and every university he goes to, he gives me his username and password to his library and I log in and I download all the journal articles I want. So I have a lot of research. I've done a lot of research on whatever I'm interested in, you know, and at the moment it's fasting and fertility. So yeah, so I can share all those sort of findings with you guys to it will sort of get rid of some of the beliefs that people have. For example, like, you know, it is commonly believed that we are born with a certain number of eggs and our eggs get old, but there was a 2004 Nature study that showed that actually it was believed that basically, like, I think they didn't know for sure, but basically they could knock out stem cells, knock out eggs, I think something like this, because it's been a while since I read this study, and then it wouldn't produce any more eggs. So basically what they found basically was that stem cells were producing new eggs like all the time. Like sperm is produced by stem cells in the male body, right? So anyway, so that's another study that I read. So that was really encouraging, because that means if you can improve the quality of egg production, you can improve the quality of the eggs, right? Yeah, so this is sort of other research I'm going to share with you guys, you know, in my journey to understanding why water fasting could help. And also, I found another girl on YouTube. If you search fasting for fertility, she was only in her 20s, but she says in her video that she'd been trying to have a baby for 8 years, and as I understand it, she was falling pregnant, but she miscarried really quickly, and then she fasted. I think she ate fruits and vegetables for 1 week, and then she drank juices and smoothies for 2 weeks, I think, and then she dry fasted for 4 days, and then she water fasted for 21 days, and then she said the next month after that she didn't ovulate, but the month after that she fell pregnant and had a healthy baby. So this was really encouraging too, because what I was reading was all the science from the journal articles I was downloading, and all the interesting science I was listening to, like for example from the likes of Walter Longo. He's an Italian scientist who works at the University of Southern California. He's done a lot of research into fasting. You could look him up, and so I was finding how fasting was doing amazing, helping the body regenerate and rejuvenate, and then I was seeing that this girl had fasted and had amazing results. So this was real. And then I read a journal article published by Harvard University, although it was very poorly written, disgracefully written, but the take-home message was that they basically tested they basically fed half the mice on a normal diet, and then the mice were allowed to get to adulthood, mice or rats, I can't remember. They were allowed to get to adulthood of 10 months, and then half the mice were continued to fed normally, and the other half of the mice were calorie restricted, and this was not clear in the journal article, but they were the calories were reduced every day, I think to approximately 40%, but again, it wasn't clear in the journal article, which makes it so disgracefully written. But anyway, but they were calorie restricted for 4 months, I think, and then they were refed at like 14 months, and at 15, so basically the normal mice, they were fertile up until about 12 and a half months, the ones that had been fed normally. And I think they had like the normally fed mice had one live offspring between 12 months and 12 and a half months and 15 months. But the mice that had been calorie restricted for 4 months, from about 15 months to 23 months, they produced heaps of live, healthy offspring. So basically, calorie restricting them for 4 months had severely increased their fertility and obviously egg quality and ability to fall pregnant into a far later age than the normally fed mice were able to achieve. And that's like Walter Longo. He had done his original research into this, and you can watch this in The Science of Fasting. It's a documentary on YouTube. Basically, in that he talks about how he did these study on mice, and he took 2 lots of mice. One he fed normally, the other one he fasted for I think 48 hours, and then he gave both mice the 3 times the maximum allowable dose of chemo allowed in humans. And the very first time he did it, all the mice that had eaten healthily, they all died with this 3 times the maximum allowed dose of chemo, and all the mice that were fasted lived. Okay, so that is the power of fasting, to protect the cells and rejuvenate. Anyway, he's got a fantastic interview that I'm going to share with you guys. Actually, I'll share it in the link below. I'll share it below in the notes. You can watch that as sort of an intro to his discussion of how fasting can regenerate the body and make you younger. Okay, so okay. Anyway, well, thanks for watching, and I look forward to sharing all this information with you guys, because like the girl who had not been able to get pregnant for 8 years, I've been fully bombarding her with questions. and she's been really good, but there are a few questions I still had that she hadn't answered at this point, and so I continued to search, and I've found answers to these questions that I'm satisfied with, and I want to share those with you guys, because in future videos as well. Okay, alright, well, thanks very much for watching. I hope you found this interesting, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.